course, we back, Fourth Quarter Boy Sports. It is the illustrious Professor Lake. I'm back with another one. Where are they now? Running back Neal Anderson. Before we get into it, I want you to hit that notification bell, like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know what it is. It is the illustrious Professor Lake. All right, let's jump right into it. So, we all remember Neal Anderson. For some who don't, Neal Anderson was the successor to Walter Payton. He was drafted in 1986 by the Chicago Bears. He played his entire career with the Chicago Bears. So in the first round, the 27th pick, the Bears select Neal Anderson. He ended up being a Pro Bowler 4 times, and he's the third leading rusher in Chicago Bears franchise history, behind Matt Forte and Walter Payton. Now he's 5'11", 210 pounds. His best season was in 1989, where he rushed for 1,275 yards with 4.7 yards a clip. He scored 11 touchdowns that season. He also was a threat in the passing game, catching 50 receptions that season for 434 yards and 4 touchdowns. He was a dual threat. Now, despite being a dual threat and being able to run for 1,000 yards for 3 seasons in a row, the Bears were unable to make it back to the Super Bowl during his career. So over his 8-year career, Anderson appeared in 116 games. He started 91 of them. He was able to gain 6,166 yards rushing and scored 51 touchdowns rushing. In the passing game, he was able to gain 2,763 yards and catching 20 touchdowns over his career, totaling 71 touchdowns. His career was shortened by injuries and the Bears' fallout during the early 90s, but he is currently the Bears' third all-time franchise rusher behind Payton and Matt Forte. So definitely one of the Bears' top picks, in the draft. After Payton retired, he definitely carried on the torch of the Bears consistently having productive running backs. After football has been treating Mr. Anderson pretty good. It doesn't seem as though he's dealing with debilitating injuries or concussion issues, but on the flip side, what he has been able to do, he's been a co-founder of a bank in Florida, as well as he owns a 2,000-acre peanut farm. So he's really been successful in business. After football, he's been enjoying his family life with his wife and his kids. He says on his spare time he coaches the volleyball team that his daughter played for. That's Neal Anderson. He's just relaxing in the sun in Florida, in Gainesville, doing well in business, doing well in his family life. And that's what you're supposed to do, man. So looking back at Neal Anderson, he was a guy who had to come after Walter Payton, one of the greatest players ever. He was able to do his job. It was real hard coming up and being a running back behind one of the greatest players of all time, Walter Payton. He provided a lot of entertainment for Bear fans, myself included. At the end of the day, I'm just happy to find out that Neal Anderson is doing well for himself out in Florida, someplace I would like to be during the wintertime in Chicago. But it's Neal Anderson. So with that in mind, you know what it is. Fourth Quarter Boy Sports. I am the illustrious one, Professor Lake. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And hit that notification bell for your boy. I'm out.